Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Thursday, May 9th, 2024. Let's go to Sudan, where a ceasefire looks unlikely. On Wednesday, chairman of the Sudan's Transitional Sovereign Council, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, said that there will be no negotiations or ceasefire until the paramilitary known as the Rapid Support Forces is defeated. General al-Burhan of the Sudan Armed Forces made the remarks while addressing an army force in the River Nile state in northern Sudan. He said, quote unquote, there will be no negotiations, no peace, and no ceasefire except after defeating this rebellion. Al-Burhan's remarks came a day after violent battles between the Sudan Armed Forces and the RSF in North Kordofan state. A slew of peace initiatives have been put forward to end the armed conflict in Sudan, including peace agreements led by the African Union and with IGAD, known as the Intergovernmental Authority on Development. But all have failed so far. According to the United Nations, half of Sudan's population need humanitarian assistance and protection, with nearly 18 million people facing acute food insecurity. Since the conflict between the Sudan Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces broke out last year on April 15th, around 15,000 fatalities have been recorded, while the number of people displaced inside and outside of Sudan has reached 8.2 million, according to reports. Those in Sudan, let us know your thoughts on the General of the National Army's remarks. Do you feel also that you resonate with his stance on there will be no ceasefire until the rebellion is completely removed? Or do you feel that there should be a middle ground? We want to hear it directly from you. Let's go to South Africa, where hate speech is now illegal. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has given his approval to preventing and combating of hate crimes and hate speech in a bill which criminalizes hate speech and hate crimes. The law outlines the prosecution process for individuals who perpetrate these offenses. According to a statement, the Constitution sets out a certain basic value, including human dignity and achievement of equality and the advancement of human rights and freedoms. The Bill of Rights in the South African Constitution in Section 9 prohibit direct or indirect unfair discrimination against anyone on the grounds of race, gender, sex, pregnancy, marital status, ethnic or social origin, color, social orientation, sexual orientation, age, disability, religion, conscience, belief, culture, language, and birth. The law also contains directives on training and other measures to be undertaken by the South African Police Service to ensure the effective processing of the newly defined crimes. Those in South Africa. Wow. You guys are getting ready for the end of May when you guys have general elections. President Ramaphosa. You guys like that? I got that right, huh? I know that I was told. It's Ramaphosa, not Fossa. Excuse me, I'm just an East African trying to do his thing. Let's go to the Caribbean. And there we go to Trinidad and Tobago, where Grenada is pushing for foreigners to visitors. Grenada is pushing Trinidad and Tobago citizens to travel and to take a trip to the Spice Isle, known as Grenada, to experience all that the island has to offer. The Grenada Tourism Authority is staging a pure Grenada Expo at the Bricks Hotel in the capital of Trinidad, known as Port of Spain, in a push to pull for more tourism. In the 2 days of activity, it will give Trinidad and Tobagans a taste of Grenadian jab music and soca as an event at Decky's Bar and Bistro in Woodbrook. Tourism Minister Adrian Thomas said that this promotional event is important for Grenada, as Trinidad and Tobago is its second largest source of market for tourists outside of North America. Grenada and its sister islands are located 166 kilometers north of Trinidad, and flights take about 40 minutes. The base flight air ticket starts at about $53 before taxes. Those in Trinidad and Tobago, let us know if you're considering on making a trip to Grenada. I know that we here at Kush News have yet to be in the Caribbean, but Grenada doesn't sound so bad. It's the Spice Isle in about 40-minute flight and $53 from Trinidad. Wait, come on, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I think it's Dr. Keith Rowley, the head of state for Trinidad. What's up, huh? How come you guys are having to be pushed? If it was us, I mean, we'd be there already. I'm yapping. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
New release of the Spring Summer Collection. Visit www.mccadero.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day. And it comes to us from the Caribbean island known as Martinique. What's going on, Martinique? And it reads, trying too hard to do well, you end up destroying everything. Once again, trying too hard to do well, you end up destroying everything. Martinique proverb. You done know. Yeah. You can't try too hard. You have to be yourself. You have to be yourself, Omera. Let me talk to the guys here. Most of the time when us guys try too hard, it's usually in front of, is it in front of your doctor? No. Is it in front of your mechanic? Is it in front of your personal trainer? Nah. It's in front of women. Come on. And we're usually trying to do that because we think that she will admire us or we will be noticed. But let me tell you something. When you are yourself, that is when the attention gravitates towards you. Trust me and believe. I come from that same experience. Me, I'm those guys. A little funny story, a little personal story. I used to drink alcohol because I saw one of maybe 2 or 3 of my friends that used to get attention from women because they used to drink a lot of alcohol.
In heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we are gone from here, our friends will be drinking our beer.
So I thought maybe if I drink enough alcohol, I'll have these girls notice me. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Yeah, that's how I used to act. But one thing that you should know is that, so let's say you're a nerd, right? Unbeknownst to most, there are women that are into nerds. So let's say like you're a computer science major and there's a girl that asks you, oh, like, hey, I hear you're in school, or it looks like you're in school. Like, what are you in school for? And then you say computer science. And then she says a remark just to try to get you off your game saying like, oh, so you're a nerd. And for other guys, that would make them frustrated and say, oh, no, well, you know, I'm looking at AI and I'm looking at the future of technology. Shut up. Or you can be confident in who you are and what you do. And you can reply to her and say, it makes me a nerd, huh? And then you can smile and say, I feel that you're just jealous because you're too stupid to know on how to turn on a computer. And then say that with a smile. What it does, it lets her know that you love what you do, as well as it lets her know that you are comfortable with who you are. Continue to be who you are. Don't try too hard. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.
When there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we are gone from here, our friends will be drinking our beer. Kuitune kuyimbwa mbukis, nichoke tumetonyo saku, na ila toka umaku. nya nya